Well, new breaking developments in the IRS political targeting scandal, but this time not on Capitol Hill. Government officials appearing before a federal judge today in Washington, D.C. Judicial Watch is the group that had filed the lawsuit, and Tom Fitton is the president of that group, and he is my guest right now. Tom, great to see you again. What happened? What is the breaking news about what's going to take place on August 10th?
Well, it was an extraordinary court hearing today with an extraordinary ruling by the judge, Emmett Sullivan, a federal court judge. We have a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit to get documents from Lois Lerner and other IRS officials about the Tea Party targeting. We now know those emails supposedly were lost. And we got a hearing today, and the judge ordered the IRS to submit a written declaration under oath, so written testimony under oath, within 30 days, by August 10th, describing what went on with Lois Lerner's emails and other computer issues at the IRS, what they're doing to get those records, and if by any chance there's any issue related to the Treasury Inspector General investigation of the IRS's withholding or destruction of this information. On top of that, he also appointed a magistrate judge, John Facciola, to supervise the discussions between Judicial Watch and the IRS on how to get these records, find out where the records may be.
Wow.
It's an extraordinary series of rulings.
Well, so this was a huge victory for, well, for the American people today, you could argue, and for Judicial Watch, because I know that one of the things you were concerned about in trying to get these records was, well, first of all, lack of transparency, but also that you could have a third party there to make sure that the right thing was going on. Is that what this magistrate judge will be?
Potentially. Initially, the third party is Judge Sullivan, who's demanding the IRS submit to him under oath testimony that they'll be held to account for about what went on. You know, we argue they had an obligation to tell Judge Sullivan about this record destruction or disappearance when they knew about it. The IRS lawyer today said they didn't really have that obligation legally. It's really extraordinary to see. Judge Sullivan was asking, do you know if the FBI is investigating? The IRS lawyer didn't know. The IRS lawyer has told Judicial Watch that 2,000 computer crashes have occurred since the beginning of the year. They haven't talked to Lois Lerner. It's going to be very interesting to see what they put under oath in 30 days.
Well, was there any lawyer there from the Department of Justice today as well?
Well, what happens is the Department of Justice has attorneys that represents the other agencies in this type of litigation. So you had Department of Justice attorneys from the tax division of the Justice Department representing the IRS in today's hearing.
I see. All right. So on August 10th, just so everyone's clear on this, who from the IRS is going to have to submit a statement under oath about what really happened to those emails? Who?
Well, that's the question. They're going to have to come up with an official who has the information that he or she can swear to about what went on with the Lois Lerner and other email issues.
So they can't claim the fifth?
Oh, no, this is the agency talking. So this is the agency going under oath in federal court. It's a major development for those of us who want accountability.
And you will be there on August 10th. Will you be allowed to hear this?
Well, they'll be filing with the court this written testimony, so it will be written down, and it will be filed in court, so everyone can access it eventually. Yes.
Wow, as we've said from the beginning, Tom, in the many interviews that we've done together, it's amazing the amount of information and progress that your group has been able to get in this crisis and scandal, while we watch Congress do hearing after hearing. Luckily, you are there getting some of the results. Great to see you again, Tom. Keep us up to date.
Thank you, Chris.